Halo Infinite multiplayer. Not exactly known for its groundbreaking story. Up until March, the story was simply funny man with funny AI in their head. Luckily, in Season 3, things started to turn around. We got several cutscenes showing things like Spartan Din's backstory, as well as the Eratos' rise to power and the origin of the infection. And just as the story started to hit its stride, it was effectively cancelled. Yeah, no more cutscenes apparently, which is a bit of a bummer, but I can understand why. Personal grievances aside, last season I came up with a prediction on how the story would continue following this moment right here. I thought I'd share that since we'll never know now. So Eratos takes over his first Spartan armor, infecting it with the virus. This would be ground zero for the infection, and it would be the first alpha infected ever made. The armor would continue to assemble itself until it was fully assembled. Then Eratos would begin his infection, first infecting Spartan Din, who has put his helmet on because otherwise the infection wouldn't make much sense, since it only controls the armor as far as I'm aware. So now your Spartan must escape the Oni facility and return to the academy to warn everyone, and I'm talking everyone. Somehow you escape and try to tell Eklund and whatever her name is, but before you can, the infected starts spreading throughout the academy. The Mark 7 Spartans fight strong, and eventually the infected are driven away from the academy. However, dozens of Spartans have been lost. Luckily, we managed to incapacitate Spartan Din and just throw him onto a table again to try and get the infection out of his armor and find a counter. Narrative event 2. Din's awake and back to normal, and the Academy's hard work creating a counter to the Eratos infection was successful, as they have a defense for it now. The Hazmat Armor Core. See, it's all connected. They don't call me the James Cameron of Halo for nothing. So yeah, everyone's like, yes, the only way for us to take out the infection is to just off Eratos. But where could he be? That's right, you guessed it, Scar. So a group of Academy Spartans roll on out to Scar to try and find Eratos. And they see that there are loads of infected there because the infection has spread throughout the galaxy, blah blah blah. The mode for this event is just infection, but this time big team battle. So yeah, you do the mode, you grind that 10-tier event pass, and at the end it seems like we're about to win, but oh no, where's Eratos? It turns out Scar was just a diversion, so while we were fighting infected on Scar, Eratos traveled to the academy, took over that satellite thingy, and went and sent a signal to the Banished, allowing them to invade the new Spartan headquarters, which means firefight for Season 5. And if things weren't bad enough, more infected show up on Scar, and we have to retreat to the underground caves. The end of Season 4. Oh, but where does Forest connect into all this? Listen, my friend, it's coming. They don't call me the Scorsese of Halo for nothing. And I have no information to go off for my Season 5 mock-up story, so it's just utter shit. Season 5. Help! The Academy is under siege from banished forces. You're stuck in the caves under Scar. How can we save the day? Yeah, well, the first step is to go back to the Academy because you and the Lone Wolf team are in the caves. I'm picturing the caves to be that Needler crystal map, by the way, so that's how that fits in. So yeah, you leave there. I don't know how, right? I'm not an expert. You just do. And you show up to the Academy and you play firefight. I mean, defend the Academy from banished forces. Okay, yeah, you rescue as many Spartans as possible and you just get out of there. Yeah, you run. The Banished are too powerful. You get out of there. And you know where you retreat to? Forest. That's right, you heard me correct. Narrative event 2. It turns out we didn't go to Forest for no reason. One of these idiots tell you that something that can destroy Eratos and stop the infection is buried in the forest. You know that thing? That like tomb that's buried in Forest? Yeah, that. But to open it, we need artifacts from... I don't know, I'm just trying to tie it to multiplayer somehow, okay? Just go play Firefight. After you grind that 10-tier event pass, you open a tomb and there's an AI in there? Gasp, what? It turns out it's the Mackie AI thing that was leaked literally years ago. That's it. That's the end of the Season 5. Sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger there, buddy, but I'm not going to predict Season 6 when we don't even know if Season 6 is happening yet. Hope it does. Yeah, well, that's just where I pictured the story going after the last cutscene we got. It could be 100% on point, or it could have been completely wrong. We will never know.